to the podcast for When the Curves Line Up for August 22nd, 2023. Please see the article that includes diagrams of today's events on the website. Text by Jeffrey L. Hunt. In Chicago, sunrise occurs at 6:06 a.m. Central Daylight Time, followed by sunset at 7:41 p.m. Here is today's planet forecast. In the morning sky, Saturn, nearing its opposition when Earth passes between the planet and the Sun, is low in the south-southwest before sunrise. It is not as bright as might be expected, but it is brighter than most stars in the sky this morning, even with the bright contingent of stars in the eastern sky that includes Sirius, Betelgeuse, and Rigel. Saturn is retrograding in front of Aquarius, 8.1 degrees to the lower right of Skate, the leg, and 7.8 degrees to the lower right of Lambda Aquarii. See the article for detailed charts showing the scenes described in this podcast. The trio nearly makes an equilateral triangle. This slow westward illusion continues until November 4th, when the planet resumes its eastward trek. At this hour, Jupiter is high in the south-southeastern sky. It moves eastward in front of Aries, 13.4 degrees to the lower left of Hammel, the constellation's brightest star, and nearly 16 degrees to the lower right of the Pleiades star cluster. The imitation Jovian moon Sigma Arietis continues its apparent orbit around Jupiter. In reality, the star appears behind the satellite's orbital plane of Jupiter's bright moons. The planet's eastward motion past the star creates an illusion that the imitator is part of the satellite system. This morning, through a telescope, Sigma nearly appears between Jupiter and Europa to the west of the planet. Ganymede, Callisto, and Io are toward the east. If a binocular is held steadily, the star is visible to the east of much brighter Jupiter. Look for Venus this morning. It rises 49 minutes before the Sun. 15 minutes later it is nearly 5 degrees above the eastern horizon, easily visible from an observing spot with a clear horizon. It gains 6 to 8 minutes of rising time each morning, regaining its status as the morning star. In the evening sky, Mercury and Mars are east of the Sun, hidden by evening twilight. The innermost planet sets about 30 minutes after sundown, followed by Mars about 35 minutes later. The thick crescent moon, 36% illuminated, is in the southwest after sunset. It is low, over 15 degrees above the horizon, at 1 hour after sundown. The moon is bright enough this evening to slightly illuminate the terrestrial landscape and gently cast shadows. This evening the lunar orb is 3.4 degrees to the lower right of Zubin el-Janubi, the Scorpion's southern claw. The northern claw, Zubina Shamali, is higher in the sky. This stellar pair is part of today's Libra, although they keep their original names. The Scorpion's forehead or crown, Shuba, is nearly 20 degrees to the upper left of the moon. The moon is over 5 degrees from this star tomorrow evening. Saturn, 4 nights away from opposition, rises only 12 minutes after sunset. An hour later, when the moon is in the southwest, Saturn is less than 10 degrees above the east-southeast horizon. Jupiter rises less than 3 hours after Saturn. As midnight approaches, Jupiter is low in the east-northeast. Tomorrow morning it is in the southeast. Thank you for listening. Please read the articles at whenthecurveslineup.com.